Is we gone?
You can't see it. Try to refresh your thing. It says we're on.
Let me see.
Oh! Okay. You know, I be getting cold sometimes, so I got my little blanket if I get cold. You got to turn it down, though.
I'm aware.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
What's poppin', you guys, and welcome to another episode of Pillow Talk with AmberDee. Please no one.
Pillow talk, and your boy Adam P. We back, man.
Adam P.
Adam P. Please say the P, baby.
There you go. You gotta keep it in unison.
Keep it player. Gotcha.
Like
Gotcha. Love it. So you excited today? We made it back.
Excited.
We did the first one on Friday. This is Monday. So we're 2 in a row.
And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So this weekend we wanted to do it again and again. And we was like, dang, it's taking a long time for Monday to come back around. So I'm super excited to be able to jump back on this live with y'all. I don't like doing lives, but I like doing lives with other people. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, and I'm other people, right?
Yeah, you might be.
I'm other people.
Okay, so what are we doing today?
What we doing today?
Why are you copying me? What we got going on right now?
What we going on?
Stop doing that.
So listen, here's the topic of the day. If you can't see in the title, it's 101 questions that you should ask your partner to help strengthen your relationship and your bond.
Yes.
Right? And these are questions that we absolutely haven't asked each other at all. So we don't even know what the questions are. So as we have a conversation and talk through them, the goal is to spark ideas and interest in your mind, for one, that you can ask your partner, right? Because I know if we haven't asked each other, I'm pretty sure you haven't either. I'm just gonna be real. Let's keep it real, right? And communication is the #1 key component in any relationship. Whether you're dating somebody for a long time, looking to take the next step, or if you're already taking the next step, you jumped the room already. If you already done that, to keep that relationship going, you gotta talk.
Yeah.
Like I asked all old people who been married for like 20, 30, 40, 50 years, what's the #1 key component? They all say communication. All right, so this exercise is around straight communication. And the topic says 101 questions, but I am 100% certain we will not get through all 101 questions on this video. All right, won't happen. But I think it'll be fun though. Will be fun. I'll kick off with the first question.
Yeah, I'm ready to get into it.
And let's get into it then. Let's get into it.
He wasn't ready, y'all. He wasn't ready.
I am ready. First question to you.
Okay.
What form of physical touch best expresses I love you?
This is about to sound weird, but I would probably just say, I'm not like a physical touch person. You ain't got to don't be all up on me.
That make you feel good?
No, it's kind of weird. I be like,
Okay.
I like you just being in my presence. The physical touch of your energy.
No. You have to answer the question.
That is my answer.
You have to answer the question. So, to you, what form of physical touch best expresses I love you?
Okay, maybe you put your little foot, like your little leg on my leg, at the bottom of my leg.
So my leg on your leg
at the bottom of my leg.
My leg at the bottom of your leg shows you that I love you.
Yo.
So not back rub, not feet rub. My leg on your leg show you that I love you. Let's think through this.
Well, no, that's like acts of service.
That's physical touch.
I wouldn't put that in like my physical touch category.
Me rubbing your back is a physical touch.
That is you doing a service.
With me going to get the car when it's raining to dry the car out there, not making you walk in the rain to the car. That's an act of service. Physical touch is our physical bodies touching each other.
I don't like that one. I can tell you I don't like that one.
So, okay.
We'll do back rub then. I like back rubs.
You like back rubs. So
like
back rubs is that can show you I love you, me rubbing your back. Okay, good.
Yeah, I like back rubs. Let me ask you the question. So the question for you is, no, I could read it.
Okay.
To you, what form of physical touch is best expressed that I love you?
What form of physical touch?
Don't show out on this camera.
What?
I'm not laughing with you. Don't show Yeah.
My answer is easy.
Okay. Y'all can fill in between the
Physical
lines.
intimacy is one for me. You know, doing the grown folk stuff, doing the nasty. That showed me that you love me.
You so funny.
If you ain't getting that, I don't feel love.
You so funny.
I'm just being real. I'm just being 100% real. So yes, I'm be strict transparent. This is all real. You know. Okay. Next question. Question number 2. Let's try to get through a lot of these.
Okay.
What if we can't agree on something significant that both of us are involved in? So what if we can't agree on something significant that both of us are involved in?
Ooh.
What do we do? This is a great question to ask your partner too, because you have these things happen.
So I feel like the good political answer would be
Mm-hmm.
to let you take the lead because you're the leader of the house. I feel like that would be a good answer.
Okay.
However, that's not my answer.
That's definitely not your answer.
So my answer is going to be, I think that it depends on what we're not agreeing about and whose strong suit that better fits. So if it's something like related to the house, or it's something that's related to like what we need to get or stuff like that, I feel like I should make the decision because that's my realm of expertise.
Okay.
But then if it comes into like business, or it comes into like the manly stuff, actually getting the bread, I would say that's your area of expertise. So you can take the lead on that. I really believe that it depends. It's situational.
Okay. I agree.
I threw you off.
No, you didn't. I was thinking the word expertise in my head. Before you said expertise, I was thinking expertise.
I hyphenated.
So yeah, that's how I agree. So if we can't agree on something that's significant, I'm trying to get the auto display on where it never turns off. Light don't turn off.
Okay.
Do that for me. Yeah. So same thing. So I think now in reality does that happen though? Let's be real.
I feel like through discussion it does. Like it may not start off with like, oh, you don't want to listen, but then if I make the point of you don't even be doing this for real. So like why are you even speaking on it right now? I feel like you will be like, you know what? You right, and you'll tell me the same thing like, girl, how you trying to tell me XYZ and you don't even be doing XYZ? So I think that once we had a conversation about it, it happens.
Okay. So I like it. So going forward, that's what we'll do in our relationship.
Okay.
Whoever has the expertise gets to take the lead. Or more expertise than the other person. Not saying that you're an expert, but you have more knowledge or experience in that topic than me.
Okay, but do we both get to agree on who has the expertise in that topic or arena?
Do we both get to agree?
Because like if it's something that I'm like, you know, I be doing this for real, and you like, no, I be doing this for real.
So where should we go from there?
I don't know.
Where we should flip a coin?
Okay, rock paper scissors.
Just flip a coin.
I'm not good at coin flips.
I think coin flip is 50-50, so you can't be bad at coin flipping.
I feel like I always lose, but we could do a coin flip.
Coin flip. So we get to a point, both think we're experts, we flip a coin in the air, wherever it lands on, that's who goes with the decision.
Okay.
Wherever it is. Alright, I'm cool with that. We can do that.
Do you think that this is helping our communication right now? We're on question number 3. Do you feel like you getting some communication?
Yeah.
clarity?
If I rub your back, that means I love you.
You already know that though. I don't think we get that to you.
No. I didn't know that you said those words.
No, you actually sat there and said no. So you don't like your back rub. You already knew.
Okay. But this is a good one though. In terms of, because a lot of times we disagree on something.
Yeah.
And the disagreement turns into like passionate conversations.
They do.
Call them arguments, whatever you want to call them. And it could, tempers can flare up. So if we go by this standard and say, hey, listen, who has the most experience in this area?
And that just ended.
That's the first question.
I like it.
And you say,
I like it.
we agree. Now, if we both agree, I got experience, you got experience, we got to go to a coin flip. And whatever it land on, that's what we do.
Okay. I like it.
I mean, that's simple. Let's keep it simple.
Stand 10 toes down on
Hey,
that.
I'm standing on it. I've said it here. This is recorded. This is be posted. You can go back to this and reference this if I ever say anything different.
Okay.
All right, cool. Let's do this. Number 3. What could I say or do that would lead you to distance yourself from me? So I'll read it again. What could I say or do that would lead you to distance yourself from me?
Well, you can go first. You keep making me go first. I don't know. That's a very deep question. I have no idea.
What could you do or say? I mean, I think do-wise, if you disrespect me,
yeah,
like in public, like that'd just be, like the ultimate betrayal.
yeah.
And I would have to distance myself from you.
Because
one thing I always say, one thing you must never do, don't make me look stupid.
You've always said that.
Don't make me look stupid.
You've always said
Make
that.
me look stupid, then we got a problem. You know what I'm saying? It's a problem. So yeah, don't do none of that. But yeah, that's my thing. What would you say?
I guess we could agree on that. I'm big on respect. But I don't know, like, this is just there's not really, I don't really feel like there's too much that make me diss myself. It may make me, like, have to back away and process, but as far as to say, like, I'm going to distance myself from you, I don't really honestly have anything in my mind that would say, like, I got to distance myself. Unless you was, like, beating me down.
Like physically abusing me?
Yeah, I would have to leave that if we got to that level, because I can't, because I'm not going to let you beat on me. So we usually fighting, and I don't want to have that type of relationship. So that's probably what it would be.
Okay, I never want to beat on you. I never will beat on you, so
good.
good. That's another thing. Now, the fourth question is, I guess do we know someone who has the kind of intimacy we desire? All right, so we can skip that one. I think we probably the most intimate out of all of our friends.
Everybody be like, y'all do what? So yeah, now.
Yeah, I don't think nobody competing with us in that department. We make sure we keep it intimate. All right, so what do you do if you are offended by me?
I tell you.
You do?
I tell you. If you make me offended, I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to keep my mouth shut. You're not going to have to wonder.
How do you approach the conversation? Let's talk about that. Let's dive deep. So if I offend you, are you just saying, you offended me? Or what are you saying? Because it may help somebody else who, partner could say something that's offensive or do something that's offensive, but then they let it boil and fester. So how do you communicate it? Take time to process first, or you immediately say it, or how does that work for you?
It definitely depends on what the line of disrespect was at that moment. But I am very vocal. So I'm not just going to let you sit here and be wondering. Now, if I have to step back and process, I'm not one of the people who can keep something inside. I be trying to be that person. I be like, well, I'm going to save this for a rainy day. And when I need to say something, I'm going to have this in my arsenal to say
it.
That never works for me. Before the day is over, I be like, I'll look at you. And the more I look at you, I be like, oh, no, I got to say something to you. So I don't know how to keep my mouth shut. So even if I take time to process, you going to know that day that you offended me. You going to know.
All right. Yeah,
I'm vocal. So what about you?
You're very vocal. If you offend me,
yeah,
I'll take time to process it to make sure I communicate it the right way before I spaz out. Because sometimes, again, I said it last Friday, I think, the more emotional you are, the less logical you are. So I want to make sure if you offend me, the immediate reaction is I get emotional about it.
Right.
If I'm emotional about it, I'm probably going to lash out and start screaming or do some, So I'd rather just get quiet, let it process first to make sure I communicate it the right way.
Okay, so let's stay here for a second because
let's stay here.
I agree with that. I do believe that everything that you do you should understand how to control yourself and control your emotions. That is accurate. However, that's gonna be really loud.
No, it's not. I got this. Do your thing, man. I got
this.
But
see, okay, so side note, we gotta go off this topic because now you done made me say this. I feel like that's disrespectful. I feel like when I'm speaking and you get up to intentionally do something else that's about to play something.
Y'all are really seeing a real life.
When I am speaking, that is so rude. I wouldn't do that to you.
And this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna process what you just said.
You ain't gotta process it. You heard what I said.
No, I'm gonna think about it before I respond.
We'll wait.
Listen, I was going to set the mood, set the vibe. I was still listening. So first of all, I have ADHD. You know this. I have a severe case of ADHD, which means it's a gift. I can do multiple things at once.
No, so if you cannot. Not properly. You cannot successfully do too much.
I heard everything you said. What are you talking about?
No, but it's funny though that you say you could do multiple things at once, but then when we're having a conversation and I'm asking you to do more things at once, you say, I got ADHD and I can't do all this stuff at once. So whatever works for you in that moment, you're going to use that and you're going to run with it. That is hilarious.
No, that's not how this works.
But we're gonna go back to this question. Y'all get to see this is how we communicate. Like this is
we just communicated. We just went straight through it.
So we were saying offended. Okay, so yeah, when you have a partner and you're feeling offended, I see your space of saying, let me step back, let me not be emotional, let me not do the most, because you cannot take back words that you say out of anger. That is true. However, do you not believe that your partner is the one person you can be raw with? And so when things aren't going right or you do have a disagreement, I'm not saying, I believe that there's a threshold of a belt that you do not hit below. And you consciously know that in your head. Like, you know before you say, if I say this, oh, it's going here. You don't do that.
You don't
Just
do
because
that.
That's a respect thing. However, if you made me angry in this moment, I shouldn't have to sit back and try to make it, let me go sit back and put this politically correct. So no, you need to see how I feel in this moment, because I should be able to be vulnerable with you that way. I should be able to open up and be myself and not be completely articulate, but to be able to explain to you how I am in that moment. Do you not see that side, or you just think that it just makes more sense to not be emotional when you have the conversation?
When I say take time to process, I could mean, me personally, it could be like 20, 30 seconds.
Okay.
Just not the first immediate thought that comes to your head. Because you can't control your first thought, but you can control your second thought. Yeah. That's a bar now. Y'all remember that? Like how your brain works is, if you do something to offend me, immediately I have a thought. But if I take like 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, I'll have a different thought.
Yeah.
That could be way more effective than the first thought. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Yeah, so that's, I don't mean like take a day. This means like, okay, I'm gonna take like 20, I want to say take deep breaths when you get in certain situations. If it is 5 seconds or whatever your rule, 10 seconds, whatever, take some time, because the more time you put in between the, incident, the more logical decision you'll make.
I'll be real with y'all. I've heard the breathing mechanism. People are putting looking eyes, so I'm curious to know what the looking eyes are specifically towards, so we can talk about it. But yeah, so people like to say they'll put time and space in the breathing techniques, and I think those are cool. They do work for some people. They've been proven, so I'm not saying that. But I am saying that anytime that I've tried to use take 10 deep breaths, oh baby, that don't work for me. I'm still just as heated as I was at breath one. I was just trying to get through the breath so I can say what I gotta say, because I'm ready. So
no matter what, you upset.
I'm upset, and until I talk about it, I'm going to be upset. I can move around like I'm not upset, but you still gonna know I wear my emotions on my face. So if I don't want to be somewhere, if I'm upset, you'll know. If I'm happy, you'll know. And so I don't know how to change that until I have a conversation.
You must have some real pretty emotions. Your emotions always on your face, and you so pretty. See?
You so funny.
All right, next question. I think we got to hit all the bases on this question. What behaviors do I have that you guys should ask the question. Ask me the question first.
Okay.
You go first.
So, what behaviors do I have that you find bothersome? Oh.
Behaviors that you have that I find bothersome.
I'm ready for this one. What I do to get on your nerves? That's what it's asking.
Yeah, that's what do you do to get on my nerves?
You can keep it G.
I'm trying to keep it G. I'm trying to think it through. What behaviors? I don't know. I would say sometimes our priorities, we're on the same page priority-wise.
Can you elaborate?
Yeah, of course. So if I say, hey, listen, darling, the most important thing of today should be working on this business project.
Yeah.
But then you may say, my most important task is to do the laundry and wash the dishes.
Yes.
That bothers me. Mm-hmm. Because I'm telling you what I believe the most important task is, and you're telling me, not F what you believe, it's what I believe is more important what you believe. Especially once we agree on something too. If we agree on it, then all of a sudden it's like, well, I'm gonna do this because I can't do this in with dirty dishes or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. So I would say that's one small thing, but if I had to just pick something, being nitpicky here, but
okay, so I would like to speak on that if you don't mind, just to you. So
Sure.
I understand that bothers you. I 100% am fully aware that bothers you.
Okay, so let's keep going then. You're aware of it.
Oh, I'm aware that bothers me. I mean, bothers you.
Yeah.
I don't try to minimize how you feel about that, and I don't try to make my priorities seem more important than yours. My process is different, though. So when you're telling me this is the most important thing, I see that to be the most important thing. You see that to be the most important thing. I want to ensure that I can give my best energy, my clearest thought process to that project. I can't focus properly if I know my house is dirty. It's not in order. I can't even give you 110% on what you're asking me because my mind is still like, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. So I try to clear my mind in order to be able to give all my energy to you. That's kind of like where that happens. So it's not a disrespectful thing. It's just I try to make sure that the thing that needs the most energy can get the most energy. But I see from you that could come off as you just not listening to me.
But that's why we're both individuals, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. But as long as we get to something to put a bow on it, as long as we get back to the thing, that's all I care about. As long as it gets done.
Yes. Now, if it doesn't get done, and you told me it was a priority,
now how do I feel?
No, you can be upset.
That's very bothersome.
Yeah, you can be upset.
Okay, so that's as long as it gets done that day, I'm cool with it.
Okay.
That's a great question. So same question to you. What behaviors do I have that you find bothersome? Keep it a G. No, all this political. No, nothing. No. Keep it 100.
You really don't be. I tell you all the time. You really don't be bothering me. I'm trying to. You just talk. So the thing. No, I do know what you.
Yeah, come on.
Bothersome. When I believe it's the man
careful.
Of the house. You told me don't trend, and you say trend. No, so you are. I do believe in the hierarchy of the house. You understand that biblically, we do follow the structure of how a house should be ran. Yep. I believe that's how I want it to work. So because you are the man of the house and you are the leader, and I believe that God put you here to lead us correctly.
Yep.
When we are in a disagreement and we are trying to move past the disagreement, you sometimes, depending on what mood you're in, you like to throw fuel on that fire with petty remarks. And you know you're doing it, because when you're doing it, you laugh. I'm like, why are you trying me right now? And you just be, then you be funny. Or you'll say something to AJ, and AJ will be hyping you up, and y'all be over there, I'm not kicking with y'all. So that would probably be the thing that I think that is bothersome with that. When we're trying to diffuse the situation, most of the time you do, but you have those moments that you're like, oh, today I'm choosing violence. I don't care what's going on. I'm choosing violence. Today I'm ready. I woke up on that time. I would like for you to think about the time that you woke up on and say, God, help me get my clock back right, because I don't want to escalate this more than what it is already escalated.
I can receive that. I heard you and I received that. And I'll work on doing better.
Okay.
I will. And hey, if I forget, I could be doing it, out of habit. Yeah. So just mention that.
Okay.
So these are one of those times, Adam, I'm trying to diffuse the situation, and you're not letting me diffuse it.
Okay.
Just say that, and I'll be okay.
Okay.
Hopefully. All right, good. So next question.
What we got going on?
That's not a good one. Would you like to be affectionate with me? That's not a good question. Let's go to...
You skip it on?
7 was, would you like to be affectionate with me? Like, what you mean?
Okay, so not the affectionate. Like when I be doing stuff like this, like when I do this to you.
That's affectionate?
I think it is. Or like when I be rubbing your head like this. Like
okay.
When you be laying down and stuff.
I mean, who wouldn't want that?
I be doing your ears.
Who wouldn't want that?
Maybe that's what they're asking. Well, some people don't, because remember somebody we knew was doing something that was like, oh, I hate that. And they thought that was how they were showing affection. So I think they're asking, like, do you like affection? Do you want that?
Yes.
Okay.
Next question. Is there anything about our job that could become a reoccurring issue?
Oh.
I think we should, let's see.
Okay.
Is there anything about our job that could become a reoccurring issue? What you think?
For sure. I think that if we don't both get on the same schedule and if we don't find a schedule that fits for us, the reoccurring issue could be we have so much to do and we don't have enough time to do it. And that could start causing rift because on one side, you could believe
Oh, it's
There
back.
it
It's
goes.
back.
Okay.
It's back. It's back. It's back.
we went down, but we came
We had a
back
phone
up.
call, man.
Okay.
Tech glitches. Tech glitches.
Alright.
Tech glitches. Blame.
So
I was like blame the country. I'm gonna say. All right, go.
no. So I was just saying, I think that now more than ever is that we got to communicate at an all-time high rate because we have so much going on. We have business, we have household, we have time. That I'm a very big time person, you know that. So we have to have that off of social media. We still have to make sure that we're doing our parenting duties. We still have to make sure that we're doing our homeschool stuff. We still have to make sure we have a lot of pots boiling right now.
Yeah.
So just to make sure like we're communicating, we're over communicating in this season.
If y'all have any advice, please let me know because we do got a lot of stuff going on.
A lot.
A lot of stuff going on. So I think communication, over communicating. Should we start the day communicating, or just communicate all throughout the day?
We should definitely have like a sit down, like an early morning sit down of what the day would look like.
Okay.
But for sure, maybe that would probably help me like a check in almost. So like just come like, hey, listen.
Okay.
This is what you're supposed to be doing. Just checking in. Not on no like what word am I looking for?
Not on no
like
micromanaging.
Yeah, not that. That's gonna cause an argument. Not that. But
like
I'm
a
saying,
debrief, like a daily debrief.
Like, I'm trying to help. I'm
a daily
trying to help
brief,
you.
I would say.
Yeah. Just making sure you on track. Yeah. Okay. Just making sure you're on track. Yeah, I'm getting it. Because if I'm not, I can communicate. I'm not on track. I'm behind here. Can you help me with this part right here? If you don't have anything to do right now, you could be like, yeah, I'm free. I was going, or the same way.
All right, cool. That makes sense. But that definitely could be an issue. So I'm glad we had that conversation. And again, same thing, man. Y'all take this question and ask it, because you never know. But y'all can have different jobs. And like, hey, listen, anything with this new job I have, what could be a potential issue? You could say, hey, listen, you work a lot of overtime hours, and if we don't do this in the bud, it could start causing problem long term.
For sure.
You don't want to get to long term, and now y'all at odds, arguing, fighting, yelling, and fussing, and everything else, because you could have had a conversation earlier.
Right.
So that makes sense. That's a good one. I love that. When I haven't been able to get your attention, what will I say? What should I say? You should ask a question. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say you ain't been paying attention to me. I don't know how to. So, and that might not be the best way to say that because then your partner can feel attacked. So that's why we're having these conversations, because now thinking that is how I would say it.
Yeah.
And that might not be the best way to communicate. So
I think that way for us is perfect.
Okay, but say if we were a couple who were very emotional.
Yeah.
What advice would we give that couple to be able to say that?
If we were an emotional couple?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think we should do exactly that.
Sometimes I feel like it's when people are touchy, because you might already be on the rocks, or like whatever it may be, or you don't get that time and the communication that you need anyway, so everything that you say could feel like you are nagging or whatever.
Yeah.
I think you should just lead it off with love. So I really miss your time. And I hope that we can find something to carve out really soon, and then be intentional to carve out that time. And then, once you start getting back in that motion, when you sit down and you're in a place of peace and you're in a loving moment, you can express it in like, I feel like we haven't been getting the time to connect like I would like, and I would really like to do this more, and lead in with that. Just make sure the environment is proper when you're communicating it.
I would agree. The environment is everything. So I do agree. Well, question number 10 now. All right, well, question 10. How you can ask me the question? Ask it.
Question number 10. How will you be able to forgive me if I've done something that caused you significant pain?
Oh my God. I would pray.
Yeah, a lot of prayer.
I think you pray first, man. I'm always I'm staying 10 toes down on that. Pray first, you know, and then just forgive. It's not like it's not even it's one of those things, especially once you're married, it's like for better or for worse. So whatever you do, you gotta forgive. Yeah. And that's what everything's about, man. You gotta forgive, because when you forgive, you don't forgive. It's not for the other person, it's for you.
Right.
So if I'm forgiving you, I'm just saying I want to move past this.
Right.
Like I gotta get over this. Now, when you forget, that won't happen.
Right.
But forgiving is saying, hey, listen, you did what you did.
Right.
We're gonna acknowledge that, and we're going to move past this.
Right.
And keep looking forward, because we can't look backwards.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. And my mindset is, if you do something like 30 seconds ago, it's in the past.
That's what you say.
If it's 60 minutes ago, it's in the past.
He lives that way, y'all.
Like it happened, we can't go back, so we can choose to live in that place,
right?
Or we can move forward. That's it.
And I mean, you're gonna waste more time, I guess, staying there.
You can't change.
In it.
You can't change it. Hey, I forgive you. It happened. Let's move on.
Yeah.
If we're going to move on.
Yeah.
But
you gotta make that decision.
We gonna move on now. You draw the line to saying this will happen. Don't do this no more.
Don't play with me.
Hey, don't play with me. I'm not one of them.
I'm not one of them.
We'll move forward. But no, I think that's good. What about you? Same question to you. How will you be able to forgive me if I've done something that's caused you significant pain? Significant is a key word there.
Yeah.
There's different levels of pain. Significant means, woo, it stung a little bit. Or a lot of bit.
That one hurt me.
Yeah.
I guess I'm like you. The older that I get, and I'm only saying the older that I get because I've been able to experience conversations with adults who are older than me.
Yeah. That
prior to my current age, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to get to have.
Yep.
So now that I am older, and now that I'm like a real life adult, like adults who are around me, they open up and they share stuff, and they, I'm able to see the other side that I could never see before. So I think that I'm what we talked about last Friday. I do believe that I am more open-minded now than I was at 20, 21, 22, right?
Okay.
So I guess I'm kind of like what you're saying now. I know what we entered into. I know we're saying for better or for worse. That's not me saying before I say I forgive you, we might have to put on some gloves. I might have to duke it out with you. That just might be me. But after we do that, I really believe that I'm a forgiving person to you. I don't want to put that out there, because a lot of people, I'll be like, I nip something in the butt real quick. But he is the only person who I ain't never cut off. Like, whatever we done been through, I ain't never cut him off. Whatever we done been through, he ain't never cut me off. So I really feel like I give you the utmost grace. And if we have done that for all these years prior, I know that I would still be able to extend that to you now.
Okay.
But I mean, I know that you really got me, so I'm not really worried about that.
I might have to duke it out first, you say.
I might have to duke it out, y'all.
Ugly.
Sometimes the fighter in me just be like, I can't decide.
No, that's great. This next question is a good one. Hey, listen. This next question is a good one, and he's one of the ones you put a star beside.
Okay.
And go ask your partner this question.
Okay, I'm nervous. What is it?
What are some early indicators that our relationship is in trouble? Because they say where there's smoke, there's fire.
For sure.
So if I can see it's already smoking, we can try to put this thing out early. A lot of people wait too late, and it's already a blazing fire. And the house burning down.
For us, it would be, for us on my side, it would be distance. If I started noticing distance, meaning distance being actual physical distance as well as emotional disconnect, I know something is going on.
Okay.
Because we be talking all the time. We like be hanging out. We literally discuss everything. So if I started to notice that you were on the phone all the time with your homeboys and stuff like that, and I see that that's where your outlet's going to, I would know something's up, because you're talking to them about something that you're not comfortable enough to talk to me about. There's some type of issue. I don't know what it is, but there's something that ain't right, because he always come talk to me. So if he ain't talking to me, there's an issue. Talking
to somebody. All right. That makes a lot of sense. And since you are such a big time person, I would say the same thing. So your love language is quality time. So if I'm not getting that quality time from you, we're not spending that quality time together, then it has to be something amiss.
Yes.
Because that's your love language.
Yeah.
We ain't communicating if we ain't spending that time together. So that's how I would know, okay, it might be some smoke in the city.
Something smoking.
I need to go put something out. Or, possibly get the fire extinguisher, because something could be burning up. Okay, cool. I think that's good though. But again, all y'all watching this, like, take this question and ask your person this question. Like, you need to know this stuff, man. Don't wait till it's too late.
Right.
Don't wait till we need to know this now. If you wanna, you watch this because I guess you want to have something and keep something and get something good and find your person. Ask that question. I like that. That's a good question.
And don't run from tough conversations. We talked about that.
Never run from a tough conversation. You
got to be prepared to have it. Like I'll tell him, and a lot of times people will say stuff like, "Oh, I'd rather you tell me. I'd rather you tell me than me find out." People say that, but I have learned that when you tell somebody the truth, it never goes the way that they explained that it would go. It's never like they sitting there really in the paint taking it. Typically, you find some of those people who can sit there and take it, but typically if you give somebody that information, it's not blown over. So you need to create that space with your person. Hey, whatever I gotta say, I should be able to come tell you, because if I'm coming to tell you, that means I want to work on it.
Yeah.
That means I want to fix it.
Yeah.
So don't be mad when somebody comes tell you some hurtful information, and it's not always equated to like infidelity. Nope. It could be something about how they're feeling, something what they think that you're not doing. They could come tell you that you're not performing in the bedroom. They could tell you that you're not upholding. It could be a lot of stuff that they could tell you. Don't take that as an attack. Take that as, this person loves me enough to bring this to me because they want me to be better with them. Yeah. You know? You
could tell them, hey, listen, I love you, baby, but you're a terrible cook. Woo! Like, your food is disgusting.
Oh, that'll break my heart.
Like, all the girls I had before you were, like, amazing, and it tasted good for my palate, but your cooking is terrible.
And that's hurtful.
Very hurtful to hear.
But I bet you they get better.
I bet they on TikTok finding recipes to eat.
Yeah.
Cooking with whoever.
Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya.
Cooking with Lotto. Cooking with Kaya. They're gonna find somebody to cook with to learn how to start cooking. No, for real, that's good though. But I'll tell y'all this too. If somebody tell you, just tell me the truth. I'd rather know the truth than you lie to me. Pull their card. Mm-hmm. Hey, listen, and when you tell them the truth, say, hey, listen, you told me to tell you the truth.
I think we've got our stripes and stuff like that. I feel like you've had conversations and you sat in the paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, you took it. And I feel like I sat in the paint and I took it.
Yeah.
You know?
You can't get better unless you take that feedback.
It made us so much better though.
I'm telling you. Instantly though. Instantly. It may hurt for like, again, 2 seconds or 30 seconds, maybe even 60 seconds. But it's like, okay. Well, I told him to tell me. Well, he told me to tell him.
And crazy thing is, from my perspective, I don't know how you feel. Anytime that he has come to tell me, because remember now, we've known each other since we were very young. Yep. So we had to grow through our young stages. Yep. That's why we can say we're so vulnerable now, because we have been through some stuff.
Pretty much grew up together.
We did. So we literally had to do the childish stuff together. We had to become adults together. So, that takes some growing, that takes some learning. Yeah. But through this, I will tell you, the day we sat down and we had our conversation from both sides, the information that I got isn't the information I wanted. But do you know that's the only time that I got horrible information? And I was literally over it. When I say over it, I mean not thinking about it the next day. Is when you sat in my face and you told me. Because it hurt, but it didn't hurt like finding out some other way. Yeah. It didn't hurt like, oh, your homeboy, I heard your homeboy say this, that you've been talking about this. Or, it didn't feel that way. It didn't feel like betrayal. It felt like, dang, this sucks, but this is cool. Like, you trusted me enough, to do that. So I would tell people, that's why I say, do not run from the tough conversations, because them are the ones that are received the best.
Stand in the pain. Stand in the pain.
10 toes down, baby.
10 toes down, man. Get through it. Get through it. All right, cool. Question number 12.
Okay.
You guys, that question.
I will. Oh, Lord Jesus. I know this one. He about to give it to me. Okay. What about my tone of voice or manner of communication makes you want to spend a little time with me? Oh, I thought I was going to be completely different. Sorry, I thought I was going to be different. So I'll read it again. What about my tone of voice or manner of communication makes you want to spend a little more time with me?
When you talk just like that. When you put that, what about my tone of voice, my communication? Make you want to spend more time with me?
What you like
right there?
All
that. All that feminine energy. Like all that feminine energy, I'm with it. When I know you truly your feminine.
Yeah. And
you can kind of hear and see it. It ain't the fire, ain't the aggression. It's the know. We slow it down a little bit. We get a little more subtle. We talk a little bit, bring the tone down a little bit. Name about none of the words you say.
But what she said on Martin, I'm a lady.
I'm a lady, yo. When you talk like a lady, that's it. When that happens, I know, okay, yeah, you want to spend a little time with me.
Okay.
Let me figure this thing out.
Okay.
Let me figure this thing out. That's a good one though. I guess same question to you.
What about my tone of voice or manner of communication
makes you want to spend more time with me?
I would say when you come in on your manner of communication, typically it's about when you come in starting the conversation with like something that you've learned or something like that. I feel like you come in happier and you come in just like, I don't know, it's just like a brighter spirit about that. And so I already know that conversation probably isn't going to go left because you're in a good spirit already. So I like when you come, talk a little knowledge to me.
Okay. See, I ain't know that, y'all. That's why you add these questions. So the more I read and the more I learn, and when I start teaching, she like that.
Oh my God, he is the sexiest when he be like, just teaching me anything. It can be about any topic. When he sit down and he just be talking, I be like, oh my God, he's so smart. I don't care if he learned it 2 seconds ago. Oh my God, you doing your big one. Like, yeah.
That means you're a sapiosexual. I think that's what that means.
That's what that means. That was a song.
It was a song, but it's a real word. Sapiosexual means that. I mean, I'm in love with the mind. And I'm in love with like being taught shit. Somebody that's smart. And I'm telling you, a lot of people, humans love growing.
Yeah.
So if you can teach them something that they don't know, give them a different perspective shift, connections start growing.
So you
keep learning. Okay, I'm gonna keep learning. I'm gonna keep reading my books. Y'all better do the same thing. Read my books. Hashtag. All right, cool. Number 13. Ooh, this is a good one. Ask your person this question now.
This is a good one, y'all. Y'all gotta write this one down. This is a real good one.
Put a star beside that one. Put a star.
You ready?
What are your innermost ambitions and dreams for yourself and us? I asked that again for y'all in the back who didn't get it.
Okay.
What are your innermost ambitions and dreams for yourself and us?
My innermost ambitions and dreams. You know I don't desire money. I'm not the one who like desires money. I would like a certain lifestyle, but I'm cool with whatever lifestyle we have because I got you, right? But what I see for us is I see us having a lot of success. I see us having a lot of value monetarily as well as knowledge. And that excites me because I know the good we would do with it. So I see us doing big events, helping less fortunate people or helping kids who have desires or dreams of something bigger that maybe their parents couldn't help them fund. I see that for us. And from doing that, I see our kids being very big in the community and also learning the value of stuff that school can't teach them. So that's probably what I would say. I want to be able to give you, though, it always goes back to I want to be able to give you whatever type of lifestyle you desire, and I know what that is. I want to be able to create that for you.
Good answer. So, selfishly, Focus on yourself specifically.
I can't.
You said us, y'all.
That's not me.
The question was.
It said yourself and us. It didn't tell me I could talk about myself.
Yourself. So anything yourself person that you want to do, innermost ambition or desire, or dream for yourself.
Well, you already know, like, well, I guess y'all don't know. TV, like, for me, that would be my desire for myself, is to be able to be on TV as a woman who is a woman of God. However, I am a woman of God that some people say this isn't how it's supposed to look. But I'm not scared to be who I am. I'm not scared of the criticism of somebody else telling me, you don't look like what it should look like, because I know I'm touching who God needs me to touch. So I want to be in front of people, only on TV. Now, I don't want to be acting. I know y'all want to be on TV as Amber and Denise, 2 E's, not 1. Whether that's hosting, whether that is in a show or something, that still is my personality. I don't have to be anything fake or acting like another person to be able to show the world you can do it just by being you. I would guess that for myself, that's what I would want.
I love that. I love it. And it's important to know that so I can help you get to that point.
You already helping me.
But not for us, but for other people too, though.
Yeah.
Like they say, put the mask on yourself first. That's a real thing. Because you got to be progressing to where you want to go to at the same time.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get where I want to go and you still like, well, I'm 65 now. I never got to be on TV or whatever.
But my heart would be filled if I knew my man got everything he desired and he just was happy. And when you happy, I'm happy.
That's a good answer. I can't complain with that. I can't argue. You can't argue with that. All right. Cool.
What about you?
All right. So my innermost ambitions and dreams for myself and for us. So for myself, I desire significance, and so significant to when I walk into almost any room, they know my name and what room it is. Like room with high established people. But I do believe, man, I got the gifts to get there, but getting there to that point. So being on stage and speaking in front of people, educating people, instilling hope in other people. If I'm in a room like that, on stage giving those kind of messages, check.
Okay.
Nothing else. Not really. I guess fame and stuff comes with that, but fame is not what I see.
Okay.
It's ultimately being in a position where I'm truly educating. I love learning so much that the best way to learn is to teach other people. Mm-hmm. So if I'm on a position, a place where I can teach other people stuff and get better at the same time, and they feel good when they leave the room with me, whether I'm making them laugh or making them cry, making them, learn new things or reach new heights, I'm fulfilled.
Okay.
Boom. Us is the same thing. Like us is, I want my family to be a family. When we walk into the room, all of us individually for our own different accolades and us together as well too. So my wife, my kids, like they have their own lane, they have their own niche, their own influence, and we're just truly helping the world. Like truly helping people, whether it's financially or giving you knowledge or whatever, we're helping people become better people overall. My whole entire family. And I want to get us on the front of a magazine.
Okay.
Boom. Let's see, I don't know what magazine it's going to be. Could be, I don't know. We ain't going to call names out yet. But yeah, once I get my family on the front page of a magazine, boom, check it off the list. We popping now.
Okay.
Getting started.
Oh, that's going to already happen, so.
Yeah.
I love that's your vision, because I believe that we can make your vision come true.
All right.
And I'm going to tell y'all, he went ahead of a speaker. Anytime he done spoke on stages and stuff, people be like standing ovation, clapping, all that stuff. He can really speak. So I want him to be able to live in that, era of his masculinity, leadership, commanding a room, because he really carries that presence.
Yeah, love it. All right, so we got 10 minutes left. They get 2 more questions in.
Okay.
And we'll stop at 15.
Okay.
Number 14. What is the best way to communicate with you about something unpleasant or enraging? What is the best way to communicate with you about something that's unpleasant or enraging? Enraging is a strong word.
Just say it.
Just say it.
I don't like beating around the bush. I don't like that. Will make me mad. Just say it.
Just say it.
Because I feel like if you butter something up and then give it to me, I'm like.
So you don't want any context? Like give you the context, then give it to you, or just shove it in?
just shove it in. If the context is going to help you get your point across better and you feel like you need to do that, okay, but whatever you need to tell, just tell me, child. Just tell me. Don't waste my time. Don't waste your time. Just let me know and let's be able to create the problems. You know, I mean, get the solution to the problem.
All right.
What about
Just
you?
spit it out.
Just spit it out.
Just spit it out. I say the same thing. Just move past it. I want you to pray about it before you tell me. But I want you to pray about it, then tell me. Because God will tell you how to deliver the message.
Yeah.
And then just say, let's get past it. I say the same thing. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off, as they say. Get the Band-Aid and shoo. Let's just keep going.
My husband tells me that I deliver the messages probably the worst to folks.
Oh.
Because I'm like a person, like a word vomit, I guess, almost. I don't know. I am a spit it out type of person because that's how I want it. So I don't know. I always say before I say anything though, I guess I put butter on the biscuit. Because I'll say, I'm not trying to be rude or I'm not trying to disrespect you. Blah. And I give it to you. So I don't, I guess that's a little butter on the biscuit, but I don't really butter it up too much. I'm just going to say, he'd be like, you didn't have to say that. You don't have to keep it real all the time. I'd be like, they going to know how I feel. I don't know. They going to know.
Yeah, she going to tell them how she feels.
Which is probably not the best.
1,000%. 1,000%. All right, last one. Then wrap this thing up.
Okay.
How can we prioritize our relationship in order to keep it delighted and contented? So how can we prioritize our relationship in order to make sure that our relationship is fun and happy? And there's joy in our relationship. So delighted and content.
Revert to the mind of a child.
What you mean by that? Revert to the mind of a child. Okay.
Revert to the mind of a child. So children don't take things too seriously. They're not scared to try new things. They're not scared to just go out there and look a fool, make a fool of themselves, as long as they're having fun. And I think that needs to be the same. I don't care if me and you are looking the most foolish in the room. If me and you are enjoying ourselves, stay that way.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
I love it. Keep it fun, keep it light.
Keep it spicy.
I like what you just said. Just, don't take that too serious. Let's try different stuff. Let's fail at some stuff. And laugh at the failures, I think.
Yeah.
Laugh at your failures, because we're going to fail.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
we're gonna put some stuff out here that ain't going to hit, y'all. I'm just going to be real.
And that's okay.
We're going to put stuff out there that ain't going to be it. But we're going to laugh at it. We're going to learn from it. And keep it fun. Even our own personal relationship, we just try some stuff, it don't work.
We be like, we ain't gonna do that again.
We ain't gonna try that. We ain't gonna try that. That don't work. That don't work. But no, that's cool though. I love that. Keep it fun, man. Keep it light. That's a good stopping point. 15 is a good stopping point.
Yeah, because the next one's too deep.
All right, cool. So wrap it up.
Why?
You want to keep going?
No.
Wrap it up then. Getting food till supposed to be an hour. We've been an hour.
Yeah, my legs starting to go to sleep.
We still got more work to do.
We do. So we only made it to question 15, you guys, out of 101. However, I will say that even if we knew the answers to some of these questions, it still sparks up conversation that we wouldn't have had we not had these conversations. Had we not had these questions. So I would be intentional to go find questions, whatever you're pertaining to. So if it needs to be about intimacy, if it needs to be about money, if it needs to be about just fun, lighthearted things, if it needs to be about who you was as a kid and what shaped you, like childhood stuff, whatever it may be, go online, search up some questions, and make sure that you sit down with your partner and intentionally ask that stuff, because that you might ask a question that sparks up another conversation that your partner be like, I would have never asked you that, and I would have went a whole lifetime without knowing that because I just didn't ask the right question.
Come on, man. Don't do that.
That's what I would say.
Don't do that.
What you gotta say?
The same thing you just said. Okay. Communication is super important. It's the most important thing in any relationship. So any kind of exercise you can do it. Like I believe if every couple went through these questions, they would learn so much about each other.
For sure.
Like you would learn something. And that's the goal. Like if you want to grow with somebody, you need to be constantly learning. Because we change as humans. We're evolving, we're growing, we never stay the same. So what you were like 10 years ago, you're a different person now than you were then. So if you got with your person 5 years ago, right, don't assume that you know how they feeling or what they thinking or what makes them tick. Like, that stuff changes. We change. So take the time to ask certain questions. That's why we're doing this exercise. It ain't just to have something to do. We could do something else, right? But I saw that, I said, you know what? This is going to help a lot of people because communication is the number one thing. And the best communicators just ask really good questions. People who uplift you, inspire you, get deep, they just ask you really good questions. Think of therapists, think of like life coaches, like those people help you kind of reveal stuff. They just ask really good questions. And you go to blab, the person go to blabbing and talking and talking and talking and talking, and stuff is happening because I'm hearing your words, and words have the power to change things. Right? Why you laughing? Get out of here, man. I ain't finna play with you today. So listen, but also before we leave this thing, I would be remiss if we don't invite y'all, man.
Yes.
We got to invite them to the community.
Yes.
And what's the community?
High Value Marriage University, where we come together and whether your relationship is already broken and you're looking for fundamental keys to make sure that you can get it back on track, whether it's already strong and you're looking just to be proactive and make it stronger, baby, or you just looking for some married friends, we got it all right here.
That's it, man. And tomorrow we're going to pin the link to join the community.
It's already pinned in the bio.
No, put it in the chat, like at the top.
But it's in like the description of this
video.
video.
Gotcha. So once this video ends, go to the description. If you want to get around some good people who, and every day, daily coaching, daily accountability, daily education on the things that matter to help you find your person and keep your person.
Yes.
Come get some married friends, man. We finna go up, man. But no, it's been real. Peace out. Pillow Talk.
We out.
EP2.
See y'all tomorrow.
Talking tomorrow, same time.
Ooh,
we out.
My leg.